everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the new S.H.Figuarts Avengers Age of Ultron Black Widow figure from Tamasi Nations and Bandai. Now this figure comes packaged in the same style packaging we see with all the Marvel S.H.Figuarts. You've got the window box with the figure clearly displayed. You have the Avengers logo on the window. You have the name of the character off to the side. And you have an image of the figure down below along with the Avengers Age of Ultron movie logo. On the back of the packaging, we have images of the figure and a bunch of writing that I really can't read. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging along with the other contents. Now first of all, you get a little instruction sheet that has some pictures that shows you how the accessories work with it. And you do get a number of different accessories. First of all, we get 2 batons, her energy batons that you see her use, and you've got some nice sculpting detail. Both batons look exactly alike, but you've got some nice sculpting detail on the handle with the line work, and then you've got 2 more portions that are black, and then the rest of it's just that dark blue to give you that energy effect. And again, you've got some nice sculpting detail with those. Besides that, we also get 2 different pistols, and again, these look exactly alike, and these are done with just black plastic, so there's no paint detail on them, but the sculpting looks pretty decent. Now the biggest disappointing thing about the pistols is they did not include any kind of holster or anything for you to hold the pistols, so other than in her hands, there's no place to store the guns, which is again a little disappointing. As long as you have the appropriate hand in, she'll hold her weapons nice and tight as well. And then finally, we get 5 different pairs of hands with this one. So you get a pair of grip hands for the pistols, and these have trigger fingers. Then you get a pair of closed-fisted hands. Then you get a pair of grip hands for the batons. Then you have a pair of open hands with the fingers straight out, and then you have a pair of hands for like catching Cap's shield or something along those lines. Catching out the hands is easy. You just pull off the hand, the pegs on the arm and the holes on the hand, and then you just replace it with the one you want to put in. And that peg will move a little bit on you, but it's pretty easy to get it to snap in, and once in, it stays nice and tight. So for the figure itself, there are aspects of it that I like and some other aspects that I'm not quite as fond of. I do like the face sculpt. I think they've done a pretty good job of capturing Scarlett Johansson's likeness. However, I don't really like the skin tone. I think it's a little too pale. Also, I've got a little bit of paint speckle from her hair, it looks like, there on her cheek. The lipstick looks pretty good. Her eyes look good. I don't like this kind of metallic color that they often use on these S.H.Figuarts. It's a metallic type red, and you've got some wash effect in the hair. So the wash effect looks good, but I just don't like that metallic paint that they use with their hair a lot of times on these figures. Also here with her, where you see some cleavage showing, you've got a weird kind of red wash effect there on her skin. I don't know what's up with that, but that looks a little bit off. Also, I would say she seems like she's a little bit droopy there in the midsection. I don't know. Otherwise, though, I do like the sculpting on the costume. I like the blue line effect that they've done, and I like the texturing on the outfit. They've given some doodads on her belt, like a little knife here, and some pouches or cartridges or something, and again on this side as well, a little radio it looks like or something, and then she's got the widow symbol on her belt. The belt's done with a metallic silver with some black mixed in. Then again, you've got that blue line effect, which looks pretty good, and on her knees. And I think this is supposed to be a holster on her thigh here, but it's not a workable holster. Again, that's probably one of the things I'm most disappointed about the figure. And then she's got some nice sculpting detail with some metallic silver and the blues on her boots as well. And on her wrist, she has her widow stingers, again with the blue, and you got some maroon red there as well. So these little items on her belt are actually removable. They just attach with little pegs. The pegs are on the belt itself, and you can remove all the stuff if you don't like that stuff, or you can move it around. So you could like put this knife that was on the back, you can put it on the front if you want. So it's kind of cool that they made that stuff removable. So this figure stands just a little bit under 6 inches tall. And here's a comparison with the Marvel Legends Avengers Age of Ultron Black Widow, and as always the Marvel Legends figure is a little bit taller. Also, I'll say that getting the S.H.Figuarts Black Widow to stand is a lot easier than the Marvel Legends version. And then here's a comparison with other S.H.Figuarts Avengers teammates, so the Avengers Age of Ultron Hulk and Thor, and then the Civil War Captain America and Iron Man. And I would say the scale between these is actually pretty good. So for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right, and she's got good down movement movement with the head, and she can look back pretty good as well. You can also pivot the head to the left and the right a bit. Arms attached, you've got those butterfly joints there at the shoulder, so you can do it back and forth. You can also do the shoulder kind of up and down a bit, and then you've got a ball hinge joint there at the shoulder, so you've got rotation there. You can get the arm out pretty good, and you've got good rotation with the overall arm. The elbow, you've got pretty good bending there at the elbow. You also have rotation there at the elbow. Same with the wrist, you have rotation, and then you've got those little ball hinge joints, so depending on how you have the ball hinge turned, you can either do it forward and back or up and down. You've got a midsection joint here, so you've got rotation there at the midsection. You've got a little bit of crunch there, but not a whole lot, and she can look back a little bit as well. The upper body is attached with the ball joint to the lower body, so you've got a little bit of rotation there, but not a whole lot with the way her hips are sculpted. And then you can also kind of bend forward a little bit and bend back there at the waist section. The legs are attached with ball joints, and then you can pull the legs down for that extra movement, so you can get the leg forward good, and you can do the leg kind of out and back, and you've got some rotation there where it meets the ball joint. You've got basically good bending there at the knee, and you've got some rotation there at the knee as well. And then you've got rotation at the ankles, and you've got the hinge joints, so you've got some up and down movement with the feet, and you got a little bit of pivot there on that ball joint depending on how you turn it. So pretty good movement overall with the feet, and then you actually have some toe articulation as well, and no peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. So as I said before, there are some things about this figure I do like. I do like the face sculpt. I think they've done a good job of capturing the likeness of Scarlett Johansson. However, there are some things I don't like. I don't like the skin tone. I think it's a little too pale. I don't like the metallic red that they used on the hair, and then that weird washed effect near her cleavage, which hopefully is just with my figure, but definitely is a little bit odd looking on the figure. Also, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have working gun holsters. That being said, if you have been collecting these S.H.Figuarts Avengers figures, I do think this is one you'll still want to add to your collection. We'll have a full gallery of images up at marvelousnews.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.